Any injuries, any special requests today? Areas of interest? No? All right, so we will definitely get into some hips, some hamstring, and then some shoulder and some core conditioning. Nothing too crazy. Again, we're gonna keep it pretty chill until we're not wearing masks anymore. I don't want everybody to really run out of breath, but there will be a little core conditioning, so get ready for that. We will go ahead and get started today. In a nice hip opener, so feet together, knees out, come onto our backs. And then mimic what your feet are doing with your hands. Top of one hand, the palm of the other overhead. Elbows are bent, shoulders are relaxed. And if you're already feeling really stiff in either hip, you can always send those feet a little further down. Give yourself some more space. Let your eyes softly close. And then do a little scan of the body, finding anywhere that's still squeezing or tensing or active. And start to give those places permission to relax, to soften, to let go. Relax the space between your shoulders. And then let that go all the way down the spine into the glutes, the thighs, the backs of the knees. Let your eyes softly close. Giving some tension out of the back of the jaw. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Slow exhale from the mouth. Again, deep breath in. Slow exhale. One more time, full deep breath in. Big sigh, let it go. Continuing with that smooth, steady, even breath. Allowing the back body to get heavy, to relax into the mat. Noticing when the mind begins to wander off. And no judgment there, not trying to stop yourself from thinking or change your thought patterns, but just noticing so that we can always bring it back to the breath, back to this moment. And noticing that every time we do that, we can release that tension that creeps back in and the mind begins to wander. Another full deep breath in. Big sigh, let it all go. Take your hands down to your thighs and we'll guide the knees together very, very slowly, rolling through the feet. And then walk the heels closer to the glutes. Steamroll your lower back onto the mat. So you're really pressing into the big toe and rolling the lower back onto the mat. And then from there, start to windshield wiper the knees out. Hug your right knee into your chest. Left foot stays on the floor. We'll squeeze the right knee in. Keep squeezing it in. And then bring your right ankle to the left knee. Now the right knee is going to float out. We're coming into this figure 4. Keep your left foot on the ground. As we let the right knee not press away from us, but just relax away. Breathing into the hip crease, into the glutes, and to the hip points. We will start to slide the right foot towards the left. So we're really just crossing at the knees here. And then let both knees come down to the left. Arms out to a T. So we're finding a twist with the legs crossed here. Just to get, again, deeper into the glute and the hip and the right side. If it feels okay on your neck, let your eyes look over to the right. Face turns to the right. 3 deep breaths here. All right, we'll uncross the legs, bring both feet back to the floor, windshield wiper the knees, hands to the hip points. Again, inviting the lower back onto the mat. So we're giving ourselves a little massage here into the lower back as well. And then hug the left knee in. Right foot stays on the floor. And we really squeeze left knee into the chest. So we're working into the quad here as well as the glute. Squeezing it in, squeezing it in, squeezing it in. And then bringing the left ankle to the right knee, finding that little figure 4. Right foot stays on the floor. Let the left knee just kind of drift away. Hands to the hip points. Relax the space between the shoulders. Breathe here. And now starting to slide the left knee on top of the right, crossing the leg, and finding your twist. Both knees come down to the right, arms to a T, eyes and face turn to the left if that feels okay. And right away, noticing differences between the sides. And if this starts to feel a little too intense, you can always uncross the legs and stack the knees instead, but this is, again, getting deeper into the glute, into the hip. Really opening all of that up. 3 deep breaths. We'll unwind, uncross the legs, bring the feet to the floor, hands to the hips. One more time, windshield wipering the knees. And then we'll hug both knees into the chest. Keep that side-to-side movement going. Now really massaging into the low back. Maybe even finding a little circular motion here. And we'll begin to rock vertically on the spine, making our way up to whatever seat is comfortable for you right now. Hands somewhere along the thighs. Loop the shoulders up, back, and down. So you feel that little lift up through the heart, get heavy in the back leg. Instead of lifting the shoulders up, you really want to let them draw down. And the bottom ribs pull in towards the spine. So you feel this more in the core than like a back. Really strong core here. As we let the chin tuck all the way into the chest. Feeling that nice stretch in the back of the neck down between the shoulders. And then we'll start to flow here. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Keep this going with your own breath, but keep it slow and steady. Really pulling into the lower belly, keeping the core strong here so that we isolate this movement to the neck. Keeping a strong core so the shoulders continue to stay away from the ears. And then the next time the right ear rolls to the right shoulder, pause here. Again, letting both shoulders relax down. Notice if you can creep up, they tend to do that. Right hand to the floor, left arm reaches up and over. Big side body stretch. Root the left sits bone down. Find space in the rib cage. Maybe give the head a little shake now. And we'll bring it back, hands to thighs, chin to chest, loop the shoulders, pull into the core. And then we'll bring left ear to left shoulder, pause. Inviting the shoulders away from the ears, not squeezing them up or letting them drop down. Left hand comes to the mat, right arm reaches up and over. Anchor through the right sits bone, get long on the right side. Maybe giving the head a little shake, no. Deep breath in. Exhale back to center, hands to thighs. Loop the shoulders up, back, and down. Pull the navel to the spine. Let the chin tuck towards the chest. Inhale, both arms lift out and up. Eyes follow wide, wingspan stretch into the shoulders. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, lift the arms out and up. Feel that rotation in the shoulders as the sits bones anchor. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more of those. Big breath in, big reach, big arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause here. Really press the palms together so that you feel that space across the collarbones. Elbows line up with the wrists. Head bows to the heart, heart goes to the thumbs. We'll begin our practice with the vibration of Om one time. Inhaling fully to receive the breath. Exhale, completely empty out. We'll inhale for Om. Blink the eyes open. Reach your arms out in front of you, fingers point down, and we're going to send the wrists forward. So really stretching into the backs of the wrists, letting the fingers dangle, maybe giving them a little movement, maybe not. We really just want to feel that stretch at the tops of the wrists. Good. Release the hands, shake it out. We'll come to tabletop. Spreading the fingers wide, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Peek between the knees, make sure you don't see the heels knocking in or the toes coming to touch. And again, pull the lower rib cage up towards the spine without rounding the shoulders. So it's this really subtle internal adjustment. Press the floor away. And then feel the ear tips reach forward, the sits bones reach back. So really strong core here, stacking in our alignment. And then we'll flow through from here. Inhale, sink the belly, lift the heart, elbows. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, empty out. Inhale, sink the belly down, press into the tops of the feet. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Start to flow through this with your own breath and then explore any other movements the body is asking for here. It could mean cat-cow just the way it is. It could mean shifting the hips a bit or rolling the shoulders or maybe finding a little combination. But keep moving with the breath. Let your eyes close and just do what feels good in the body here. Make your way back to tabletop. So that nice strong table. And walk the hands with one hand forward. Bring the knees together, bring the toes together, and we'll lift the feet. So we're just kind of finding this little half plank here. The shoulders will come forward. So before we do anything else, again, bottom ribs hug up towards the spine, we're pressing the floor away. Crown of the head reaching forward, so feel the neck stretching out from the shoulders. Inhale in. Exhale, bend the elbows, come halfway down. Elbows hugging to the ribs. Again, pause here. We're going to lengthen through the spine, bottom ribs pull up. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, halfway down. Find that length in the spine. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, halfway down. 3 more with your own breath. Keeping the length in the spine, keeping the bottom ribs hugging in. Building that chaturanga muscle memory. One more time. Inhale, exhale, halfway down. We'll bring it back up. Big toes come down to the floor. They stay together. We widen the knees out as wide as the mat. Hips travel back to the heels. Arms stay actively reaching forward. Extended child's pose. Forehead releases to the mat. Breathe between the shoulders. Feel the biceps rolling away from the ears. So still a lot of space between shoulders and ears here. Sits bones reach back to the heels as the fingers reach forward. Good. Start to peel the forehead off of the mat, keep between your thumbs. We'll come back up to our tabletop, but keep the hands forward of the shoulders. Knees come together, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, bending one knee and then the other. Keep the fingers spreading nice and wide. Anchoring into all 10 knuckles of the hands, all 20 knuckles. Feeling the space between the toes root down, even as we pedal out here. Knuckles of the toes rooting down, knuckles of the fingers rooting down. Inhale, both heels come up, so we really lift up under the balls of the feet. Exhale, send the heels down. 3 breaths here. Again, peek between the thumbs. We'll soften the knees, walk the feet forward. Fold at the top of the mat, release the hands from the floor, or just keep the fingertips softly rooting. We're giving the wrists a break. You can circle them out here, maybe find a little point of flex. Or to get deeper into the hamstrings, you can take opposite elbows and really hang heavy here. Tuck your chin to your chest, let the top of your head come down towards the floor. As much of a bend in your knees as you like. If you've taken opposite elbows, let those go. We'll bend, deepen the knees, scoop the tailbone between the heels, and then press the feet down to slowly roll it up. Really heavy arms here, chin stays into the chest. And slowly, slowly, slowly roll it up. Coming to Tadasana. Loop the shoulders, circle out the wrists. We'll bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, but keep the pointer fingers out. And then send this straight up to the sky. Bump your hips out to the left, we'll lean to the right. Big breath in. Exhale, press your left foot down, lean further to the right. Come back up, lean to the left. Pause, root down into the right foot, big inhale. Exhale, reach it through. Inhale, come back up, release the hands, we'll swan dive forward. All the way down together, fold. Halfway lift, nice long spine, hands come to the chin. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step the left foot back, all the way back. And then we'll send the left knee down. Toes can stay tucked or untucked in the back. It really just depends on what you prefer. And we'll sweep the arms forward enough, finding that low lunge, sinking into that back foot, lifting the heart up, pulling the low ribs in. So we don't want to find this back bend and just fill everything forward. We want to lift it up so that we're not dumping everything into the hips. We're finding that vertical lift up, strong in the arms, relax the shoulders, thumbs travel back, big inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Left hand anchors, right arm reaches up, find your twist, big inhale. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Left toes tuck, we'll lift that knee up by pressing the heel back. Step it back, plank pose. Bottom ribs hug up to the spine, press the floor away. Think about that cat pose action, big inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly, nice and slow. Bring up those push-ups we did earlier. Untuck the toes, loop the shoulders up and back, elbows out to the ribs, baby cobra. Exhale, release it. Tuck your toes. We're gonna lift it back up with an inhale, either to hands and knees or up to plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Big inhale. Big exhale. Lift your heels up onto the balls of your feet. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look between your thumbs. Walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat, your choice. Once you get there, find that halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Feet press down, we'll bend the knees, scoop the tailbone forward. Again, rolling up through the spine, pressing the feet down, down, down. And back up to your Tadasana, move the shoulders. Anchor the feet. Inhale, arms lift out and up. We'll swan dive down, eyes come to out. Halfway lift, long spine. Fold, plant your palms, step the right toes back. Lower that knee down to the floor. Again, toes stay tucked or untucked depending on what makes you feel more balanced. And we'll inhale, sweep the arms forward up and up. Find that little tug from the inner thighs. So everything is lifting up from the hips, lifting up from the core. We're pulling the belly button in and up. Start lift, shoulder to the belly. Thumbs grip around, big inhale, lifting up out of the hips. Exhale, bring it down. Right hand anchors, left arm reaches up, find your twist. Exhale, frame the front foot. Right toe tuck, press the heel back to lift the knee. Step it back to lay pose. Fingers spread wide. Heart comes up between the shoulders. Big inhale. Exhale, lower it all the way down, elbows come to ribs. Untuck the toes, loop the shoulders. Baby cobra, elbows pull in. Exhale, release it down. Tuck the toes, press the heels back, coming to all fours or plank pose with your inhale. Exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Do that again. One more time. Bring the knees down. We'll come into our child's pose. This time, find a restful variation. So maybe that means the forearms are stacking. Maybe that means the arms are still out, but just a little softer. You could bring the knees closer together. Really finding your home base, giving yourself something to come back to at any point during your practice for any reason. Breathe into the space between the shoulders. We'll come back to tabletop, hands and knees. Drop the elbows down where the hands are. And we'll interlace the fingers. Tuck your pinky under so that we don't crush it. We don't want the pinky to be sticking out here. Strong into the forearms. Again, bottom ribs hug up. We're going to step one foot and the other back. Forearm plank. Press the heels back. Reach the ear tips forward. Move down into the forearms. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Option to come to child's pose or walk the feet towards the elbows for dolphin. Relax the chin to the chest. Press into the forearms. Imagine a rope around your hips, lifting them up, 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 up. Big breath in. Exhale, knees come down nice and wide, back to our child's pose. Option here to bring the hands to prayer and drift the thumbs behind your head, just for a little extra shoulder and bicep level. One more inhale. Big sigh. Reach the arms forward, peek between the thumbs. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Take your own journey to get there and we'll meet back. Leading with the heels lifting, we'll inhale, roll it forward, high plank. Exhale, roll it back, down dog. Inhale, roll through the spine like a wave, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Just one more of those. Inhale, rolling forward. This time, we'll exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop the heart forward, come to the tops of the feet, up dog. Exhale, send it back, downward facing. Lift the heels, big breath in. Exhale, look forward. Bend the knees, lockstep or hop to the top of your mat. Long spine once you get there. Sit forward, exhale. Anchor the feet, reverse swan dive, arms out. Exhale, Tadasana, hands by the sides. As we flow through our practice, you have your choice of vinyasas. You can lower to the floor, you can bring the knees down, you can do chaturanga. You can skip them from here on out. Your practice, your way. Anchor down into the feet, press the floor away with both feet, spread the toes, feel really rooted down to lift the heart up. And here we go, inhale, arms out. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, step it back to plank. Heels press back, big inhale, shoulders come forward. Exhale, lower your leg. Scoop the chest forward, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, over the toes, downward facing. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend, eyes forward. Walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Long spine once you get there. Fold it forward, exhale. Reverse swan dive, arms out. Right into the next one. Fold it forward, pull the lower belly in as you dive down. Halfway lift, long spine, still active in the core. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, lower down your chin. Inhale, swooping forward, elbows plugging into the side body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Heels lift up, inhale. Knees bend, eyes forward. Walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat, long side. Fold it forward, let it go. One more time, reverse swan dive, arms out. Fold it forward, chair is active. Halfway lift, nice long spine. Plant the palm, move through your vinyasa. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Feel the biceps rolling away from the ears. Press into the fingertips and the knuckles of the fingers to take the pressure out of the wrists. Get heavy in the left heel. We'll lift the right leg back and up. Bend the knees, stack the hips. So this right heel just dangling out to the left. Again, bottom ribs pulling up, using the core to take the pressure off of the wrists. Left heel is heavy. Big inhale. Exhale, bring your right knee towards your nose. Step the foot all the way forward. Left hand anchors, right arm reaches up, find your twist. Exhale, fold, bring the front foot. You'll step the back foot in about a footprint or two, straighten the front knee, fold here. I'm taking this little pyramid variation, working into the hamstrings, a little soft bend in this front knee is okay here. Left hip traveling forward, right hip plugging back. Relax the top of the head down. Now we'll soften the front knee. Step the left foot back, find your lunge. And then send the left heel down to the mat. Left toes pointing forward towards the top left corner. Warrior one, arms up by the ears. Spread the toes nice and wide, using the feet to wedge the hips in alignment. If you're feeling really narrow here, you can always walk that front foot out a little more, give yourself some more space. Thumbs drift back, shoulders relax. Bottom ribs hug in. The difference between this and this, right? We want really strong in the core. Swim the arms down and around. Interlace your fingers behind your back. And we'll fold here. Knuckles reach away, folding either inside of this front knee or chest resting on the front knee. Reach to the top of your head. Anchor into the back pinky toe, giving a little love to the hips and the glutes. Press down into the feet. We'll inhale, come all the way up. Arms sweep up by the ears. Inhale. Exhale, open warrior two. So the feet adjust here. Front heel lines up with the back arch. I'm not more towards the center. Yeah. Really reach through the fingers here. Feel like you could rip the mat apart with your feet. So really strong in the arms and the legs. Front palm up and back, radiant warrior. Straighten the front knee, keep reaching back. Big inhale. Exhale, turn this top palm towards the sky. Big inhale again, root through the feet. Exhale, this top hand comes down to your ankle, calf, or thigh, left hand to the left hip. We're going to use the left hand to, this elbow drifts back to spin the heart forward. Then release the left arm up to the sky, triangle pose. Yeah. Breathing into the hips, breathing into the hamstrings, lifting up through the left fingers, big inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, move through your lunge. We're going to step the right toes back, flow through your vinyasa, or meet in down dog. Get heavy in the right heel, strong in the hands, spread the fingers wide. We'll inhale, left leg back and up. Bend the knees, stack the hips, left heel dangling to the right. Lifting up through that inner thigh, right hand is heavy. Work to line the shoulders up here. Keep the arms nice and active. Big inhale. Exhale, left knee comes towards the nose to step forward. Really squeeze it up to bring it. Right hand anchors, left arm reaches up, find your twist, big breath in. Exhale, frame the front foot. Right foot steps in enough to straighten the front knee. Find your hamstring, stretch this pyramid variation. Chin relaxing towards the chest, top of the head, reaching down. Feet like they're on a tightrope. Left hip traveling back as the right hip pitches forward. Relax the head. No tension in the neck here. Soften into the front knee. Step your right foot back. Come back to your lunge. And then pivot on the back heel to warrior one. Working into the feet, giving yourself a little more space if this feels really narrow in the hips. You want to anchor into that back pinky toe. So try not to roll up to the big toe edge of that back foot. Thumbs drift back, ribs pull in, lifting up from the floor, big breath in. Exhale, hands swim around behind the back. Interlace your fingers, put the upward thumb on top, so the one that you don't naturally go for. And then we'll lengthen to fold. Again, this fold coming out of the back foot. So really rooting down through the right pinky toe, lengthening through the ear tips, humble warrior. Feel the knuckles start to pull back as we inhale, come all the way. Release the hands, sweep the arms up by the ears, inhale, exhale, warrior two. Thumbs traveling, pinkies traveling back in space. Heart lifting, but the ribs are hugging in, active core. Lift the left palm up, reach it back, rainbow warrior, big breath in. Keep reaching back, straighten the front knee. Turn the left palm up towards the sky, big inhale. Exhale, come on down, triangle pose. Left hand to the left ankle, calf or thigh, right hand to the right hip. We're going to use this just to drift the elbow back and spin the chest forward. From there, reach the right arm up. Spread the fingers wide, press down into both knees. One more inhale, expand in all directions. Exhale, frame the front foot, come back to your lunge. Left foot steps back, move through your vinyasa. We're breathing your down dog. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Inhale, right leg back and up. Exhale, knee towards the nose, squeeze it in to step it forward. Pivot on the back heel, inhale, warrior one, heel to full alignment. Exhale, warrior two, starting to float. Right palm up and back, big breath in, straighten the front. Right hand turns up to the sky, inhale, reach. Exhale, triangle pose. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up. Big breath in. Exhale, frame the front foot, bend the right knee. Step it back, flow through your vinyasa or breathing your down dog. Big inhale. Big exhale. Left leg back and right. Squeeze knee to nose, squeeze it up, step it forward. Right heel comes down, reach it up, warrior one. Exhale, open warrior two. Right hand up and back, big breath in. Straighten the front knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, triangle pose. Big breath in, expand in all directions. Exhale, frame the front foot, move through your lunge, vinyasa, or right back to down dog. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Walk your feet to the center of your mat. And then walk your hands back to meet your feet. So now we're in a forward fold in the middle of the mat. Soften the knees, scoop the tailbone forward, we'll roll it up nice and slow. And bring your hands to your hips. Turn to face the long edge of your mat and step your feet out next to you. Toes turn in towards each other. Hands to the hips. Loop the shoulders up, back, and down. Elbows start to hug towards each other behind the back. Heart lifts up, bottom ribs hug in. Big breath in, tuck the chin. Exhale, hinge forward to fold. Stopping at the halfway point, elbows hug towards each other. Reach through the tips of your ears. Inhale. Exhale, fold it forward. Release the hands down to the mat. And then turn the toes away from each other. We'll start to alternate, bending into the right knee with an exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale back to center. Back and forth like this with your own breath. Take your time, move slow. Working some love into the hips. The next time you bend into the left knee, take your time to get there. We'll call that an even number of alternations. Come back to center and then heel toe your feet together. A little love in the ankles today too. Turn back to face the front of your mat. And we're gonna start to bend the knees, lift the heels, come down to this nice little ball. Heels are lifted. So you can stay here with the hands on the floor, or to get some extra love into the feet, bring the hands to heart center, a little balance play. If you're working on this balance, really squeeze the knees together, tuck the tailbone down, still active in the floor. I can do that while talking. Eyes focused on something about 3 feet on the floor in front of you. Think back to when we came into this prayer course at the beginning of practice, this Anjali Mudra. Press the palms. Feel the space across the chest. We're here through 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands. Bring the knees down. And then untuck the toes. We'll find a different version of child's pose. So knees together, forehead comes down, hands by the feet. Breathe love into the lower back, into the shoulders, into the feet, the quads. Good. Sweep the hands, the arms around, and then we'll come up to sit on the heels. If this is really sensitive on your knees, you can always fold the mat to give yourself a little extra padding. And if this is just impossible, you can come into a cross-legged seat. This is just a good hamstring and hip stretch. So I'm going to turn it forward. Arms come out to a T. We're going to cross a right arm over the left. And then walk your fingers back towards each other behind your back. Okay. Elbows are stacking-ish. We're going to stay here or find eagle arms. Crossing the forearms of the left fingers in the right knee. So whether your elbows are stacking or you're finding eagle arms, you want space here. Lift up through the elbows, lift the heart, lower belly pulls in. You don't want to pitch forward, you don't want to back bend. Nice vertical line in the torso. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Arms to a T. Left arm over the right. Fingers walk towards each other behind the back. And again, we're going to either stay here with the elbows stacking or cross the forearms, find those eagle arms. Good. Wherever you are, really strong in the core. Feel that lift up from the pelvic floor. Elbows lift up, eyes to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Loop the shoulders, circle out the wrists. We'll make our way onto our bellies. As you come down, stack the forearms. Rest your forehead or one cheek. Windshield wiper. Feel really nice in the low back and across the spine. Tops of the feet come down. Work your hip points onto the mat. So that might just mean walking the toes back a bit. Really wiggling those hips down to the floor. And then bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Little cobra practice. It's going to tie in with those yoga push-ups from earlier. A little more chaturanga conditioning. Elbows squeeze to the ribs. Fingers spread wide. Anchor down into all 10 knuckles. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, lower with control. Elbows continuing to hug to the ribs. Inhale, lift it up. Squeeze those elbows in. Exhale, slowly release. One more time. Inhale, hips root down, heart lifts up. Exhale, slowly lower down. Stack the forearms. Rest your forehead at the opposite cheek and come back to that windshield wiper. And we'll come onto our backs. Feet on the floor, knees pointing up. Hands to the hip points. And just like we did at the beginning of practice, press into the big toes and steamroll your lower back to the floor. So really feel that pelvis rolling up towards the sky. Hands on the hip points, not pressing or pulling, just adding a little weight as you find that windshield wiper motion, massaging lower back to the mat. And then bring the hands down by the sides. Find stillness in the knees. We'll tuck the shoulders under the back. So imagine squeezing a pencil between your shoulder blades. Keep the palms down on the floor by the hips. Spread the toes nice and wide. Distribute your weight evenly across the balls of both feet. And we'll start to inhale, peel the tailbone up to the sky first. Spine follows into bridge pose. Less tension in the glutes, more pulling in from the inner thighs, pressing down from the feet. Heart lifts towards the chest or chin. Chin lifts towards the sky. 5 breaths here. Elbow tucking up. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale, lower, top to bottom of the spine, rolling through. And hugging your knees into your chest. Rocking side to side or in a little circle. Bringing it back full circle, we're going to explore a twist that we came into earlier, but from a deeper perspective. So your choices here are to either cross right leg over the left or bring right ankle to the left knee for that figure 4. Whatever you choose, we're going to send everything down to the left to find a twist. The difference here being where you're going to feel it. So for me, right ankle to left knee gets really deep into the side of the right glute, into the hip crease, and crossing the legs, you're going to feel it more on the low back, inner thighs. Arms relax out to your T. If it feels okay, look towards the right. Whichever shape you've chosen, uncross the legs, bring both knees into the chest. And rocking side to side on the low back, remove the circle. Just to reset. And then we'll find our shape on the other side. So yogi's choice, either finding that figure 4 or fully crossing the legs. We'll send it all down to the right for our twist, arms to a T. Again, if it feels okay, face turned to the left. Knowing that if one side feels different than the other, that's totally normal, and you can always modify the shape for each side. Nothing has to be the same from one side to the next. Wherever you are, uncross the legs, bring the knees back to the chest. We'll reach the hands between the knees to take hold of the pinky toe edges or the ankles. Feet together, the soles of the feet together, sorry. Heels pulling in towards your belly button. We're coming to this different variation of a reclining bound ankle. Lower back is anchoring down, breathing into the hips. And then from here, we'll separate the feet, soles of the feet reach up to the sky, knees are deeply bent, happy baby. Stay here in stillness or straighten one leg and then the other, finding a little massage here in the body. Squeeze the knees in together and rock vertically on the spine to come all the way up. As you come out, bring the legs out in front of you. Use your hand to move your glutes behind you so that your sit bones really press down like two little push pins into the mat. Hands by the side, either fingertips tilting up, or if you can manage it, heels of the hands reaching down, feet are flexed deeply. Feel this little scooping in from the lower belly, this long lift up from the pelvic floor, staff pose. So this is where chaturanga comes from. Our chaturanga is a moving staff pose. So really feeling that strength in the legs, strength in the torso, nice, steady, solid shape, one long line of energy. And then keeping this, we're gonna start to walk the hands forward, hinge from the hips. So this isn't a roll down, this isn't tucking the shoulders, this is walking your heart towards your feet. And maybe you get one hand crank closer and that's where you stay. Stay there, keep flexing into the feet, breathe into the hamstrings. One more big inhale. Exhale, round the shoulders, let the feet relax. Paschimottanasana. Just like in our standing folds, we're gonna roll it up one vertebra at a time. Let the hands drag along the mat or along the legs. And then one more bit of core work before we land in our Shavasana. So I prefer when I do this to bring my feet to the edge of the mat. That way I know I'm gonna land in my Shavasana. So if you're a little far away, you might want to scooch the bottom edge. We're gonna interlace the fingers, except for the two pointer fingers. So we were here before. Really reaching through the pointer fingers, pulling into the low belly, point the toes, big breath in. Exhale, start to roll it back. Fingers reaching forward. When you're out of breath, stop. Inhale, find that power up in the core. Exhale, roll it back. So we're going to keep going until we come all the way down into Shavasana. If you would love to take any final shapes or movements, go for it. Take whatever you need, take whatever your body's asking for. Or you've arrived in our last shape in Shavasana, so you can start to let go here. Squeeze your hands in the tight fist, squeeze your toes, squeeze your eyes shut, deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. And to deepen your breath, invite small movements back into the body, wiggling fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Reach your arms overhead, take a full body stretch to reawaken into this space, this moment, this day. And then curl into a little ball on whichever side is your favorite right now. Pausing for just a moment. And keeping the eyes heavy or closed and taking your time to get there. Make your way back into whatever seat is comfortable for you. As you build your way back up, finding any feel-good movements, the shoulders, the wrists, maybe a little head roll or a little twist in torso. And as you make your way back to stillness, back to your seat, relax the eyes, the space around and between the eyes. Wiggle some tension out of the jaw. Relax the shoulders, the glutes. Deep breath in through the nose. Slow exhale from the mouth. Deep breath in. Slow exhale. Deep breath in. Big sigh, let it all go. We'll seal our practice by once again joining sound, energy, and breath in the vibration of Om one time. Gather the hands at heart center, press the palms, lift the heart to the thumbs, bow the head to the heart, and we'll inhale for Om. Bring the base of your thumbs to rest between your eyes and lift your gaze to invite wisdom in. Hold into yourself with gratitude for your practice. Thank you all so much. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. We are not going to be here on Memorial Day, so I'll be here.